Hello everyone and welcome back to our DMO update video. Today we have a very big update. I mean, it's not very big, but it's a very good update. First of all, it improves a lot of the X-Digimons. We got a couple of improvements. First of all, the riding mode are added to the cash shop, but only temporary. It ends with a digital draw banner, so until the 5th of August. And it also improves two things for the X-Digimons. First of all is a warp evolution. As you can see, you can digivolve to the X-Digimons directly from the rookie. So for this one, for example, previously you had to digivolve to Savior Hackmon first, then to Gismon, then to Gismon X. Now you can digivolve to Gismon X directly, as you can see. Same thing with the other X-Digimons. Gankomon, for example, also had a similar thing where you had to digivolve to Skullmiramon, then Gankomon, then Gankomon X. Here you can digivolve to all of them directly, which is very nice. The second change is it adds ASB for the following X-Digimons. So for those who don't know ASB, it's something that allows you to do normal attacks while casting skills. It's a feature for the game. This is the second time it's been mentioned in the patch note. So it's been, I think, since the game is released, but it was never mentioned in the patch note, so a lot of people didn't know, or at least thought it was a bug, even though it's pretty much a feature. But recently it's been confirmed because it was mentioned in the patch note a couple of times. This is the second time, so it is a feature, and now they are confirming that they just added it to all X-Digimon. So all X-Digimons can now do normal attacks while casting skills, which increases their damage by a significant amount. So we're actually gonna be testing this right now. We're gonna be testing Gismon just to see how strong the ASB is. And also there's a very good event that allows you to get free X digital draw tickets, data summons, a lot of other good rewards, which we'll check later. But first, let's test Gismon and just see how strong he is. So we have the 4 Heart of Love set. I don't have the 6-piece effect, but we'll get it next week. But let's give it a try. I'm gonna start with F2. As you can see here, we're casting the skill, but we're also doing normal attack damage. Doing 1.4 million with the F3 at level 20. We'll get it to 25, but I don't know if I want to invest that much into Gismon X. I guess now I do. And looking at the DPS, yeah, 300 HK, which is a very good amount for a triple S Gismon X, which is not a very good Digimon, but now he's actually kind of holding his own. Like, that's not a bad amount of DPS. 280k. Okay, going down because the F3. Well, I guess it's the F2 here. Okay, can I even solo it without dying? Because like that's kind of the problem with X-Digimon, is that even though they do a decent amount of damage, they don't have that much HP. Like, I'm taking a lot of damage here. I think I might die. I don't think I can solo it. But for now, maybe I will. Let's see. Okay, or maybe I won't. Okay, I'm gonna die here. Okay, yeah, I'm dead. Am I dead? Okay, I'm dead now. So yeah, that's kinda the X-Digimons in a nutshell. They now gonna be doing a decent amount of damage, but the problem is they don't have that much HP to survive the harder content. So the content where that much damage is relevant, it's not gonna be that good for the X-Digimons, which is unfortunate. So overall, I don't think any of them is worth getting, with maybe the exception of Examon X. They are just nice to have, but the ASB at least made them good when it comes to like damage, if you have enough stuff to survive. But like, I just have like skill damage reduction, the 4-piece, and the cross 7 superior mode dick buff. I guess I don't have my HB clone, so maybe that would have helped. But yeah, these are the X-Digimon buffs. They are good, but they still lack the survivability, which is kind of unfortunate. Next is the big stuff, which is the event, the Hot Summer Festival. The event duration was from now, the 29th of July, up until the 2nd of September, so we have a full month. So starting off from Jellymon, you will be getting a sub-quest that will give you 3 Hot Summer tickets, and you complete the quest simply by talking to Jellymon. Gives you 3 of those tickets, and you can combine them with a watermelon to craft items, which includes this. You get 3 per week. So how to get the melon? So first of all, you can get the small watermelon slices from defeating enemies in the following maps. So these are the maps where you can get the small watermelon slices, and these are all the items that you can craft using the small watermelon slices. Now they are a new feature, and that limits the amount of items that you can craft per week and per day. So there's some limitation on each item to basically like prevent botters from like getting insane amount of rewards more than anyone, and it's, I guess, there to limit the amount of rewards that you can get, which is fine. It's not added to any of the pre-existing items, so it's not a nerf anywhere. It's something specific to this event, and they will be able to make use of it in future events or future content. So it's a good thing. It doesn't look to be something bad. But yeah, getting small watermelon slices, you can use it to craft these items, but you can also upgrade it to the large watermelon slice. You can get up to 10 large watermelon slice per day. So you get 10 per day and it requires 15, so 150 watermelon to like max it out. Then you can use a large watermelon slice to get some items, and this is where things gets really good, because looking at the items, these are really good items. Like looking at the option stone, for example, unfortunately it's weekly, but that's still 15 option stone per week, which is not the best, but it's I guess we take that. I guess you can also get mega reinforced, limited to 2 per week, and it needs 5, so you can literally get it in a single day. Memory skills limited to 4 per week, which is not bad. More memory skills, and skill that you got 25, which is good. That's actually pretty good considering it's only 3 large and you get 2 per week, which once again only costs 3, so you literally can get it in a day. So these are good stuff, but the big stuff here is the plump watermelon. Unfortunately, you can only get 2 per week. You can get 5 per week, never mind. But these items also have limitations, so you can get a bunch of data summons. This is the biggest stuff here because this is the one that you get 3, by the way, and it only needs 2, and this is the one that gives you X-Digimons with a higher chance. So it's this one, not this. This gives you 11 items, but have a lower chance and have other trash evolutions. So honestly, if you are wondering what to get, I would prioritize getting this, and then the other items that you might want. Maybe the mega reinforced clone would be good, or maybe getting it from here. I think the problem here might be the small watermelon drop chance, because apparently people have been saying that the chance is really low, so it might be very grindy and hard to get. You might have to grind a lot to get 150 per day to get the 10 large watermelon slice every single day. But we'll see. If you have time to grind, it might end up being a good event. Another thing, and the last thing to mention, is the draw ticket Summer Festival. Now keep in mind, these are all in boxes, unfortunately, with a table limitation of 140. This one is a bit unfortunate because this will be deleted when the X digital draw ticket ends next week. So unlike these tickets, which you can save, like they have level limitation, but I believe you can save them and open them later, like they're not going anywhere. This one and this one will be deleted for after the event, I think. And this one, which gives you a digital draw ticket, which can give you these evolutions. And honestly, this is kind of a bait, because these are evolutions that cannot be used in the digital fusion, and the chances be low. You get 5 items per pull, but even then, right, it have a lot of trash evolution. Like if you scroll down, like come on, A+, seriously, we're doing this? Like random BMs? I don't like this one. Like you're probably not getting a triple S+, and even if you did, the fact that they can't be used in digital fusion or traded kind of makes it annoying. Like if you get a duplicate, it's completely useless. At least it does have a Digimon, but I wouldn't. I guess you should be getting it because you already get this anyway, so it might not be a terrible to get. Maybe some will get something. It's basically like a Omega 1X loot box back in the day when they would give away some Omega 1X loot boxes, and some people would get nothing, some people would get something. So it might be good for some people. Some people might end up getting a good Digimon they want. Some might get a triple S+, but they already have and they can't use it in fusion, which would be sad. But yeah, honestly, just looking at the resources, like outside of the data summons, the resources that you can get, like the option stone, the memory skill, the level 25, this is a pretty good event, and it's also considering that it's running alongside the other really good event. So this is a good event on top of another ongoing good event with the X-Digimon buff. So this is a big W update, I would say. And you can also get limited costumes, which limited is limited. I'm not a big fan of it. You can get 1 ticket per week, so maybe you can stack it for a couple of months or something, but I'm not a fan of limited items, so it's whatever for me. But yeah, it's a good event. Let me down in the comments what you think. And with that, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like on it and subscribe for more DMO content. I'll see you guys in the next video.